For more now, I'm joined by Andrea Murta. She's the Associate Director of the Adrienne Arsht Latin America Center at the Atlantic Council, an international affairs think tank in Washington. Welcome back to the broadcast.
Always great to be here.
We just heard our reporter Dan Collins say there that at least half of the Peruvian voters say they would not support a candidate with the Fujimori surname. How has Keiko Fujimori gained so much popularity?
Well, she has always been popular. The other half of the Peruvian electorate is very much fond of the Fujimori name and legacy, really. About 20% of Peruvians support Alberto Fujimori still. They remember the stabilization of the economy, the defeat of the terrorist groups, and they like the legacy that he left. Keiko is not just his daughter. She was very much a part of the policies that he represented. She was first lady during his presidency after her parents got divorced. And she has been running on a platform that resounds a lot like her father's policies back in the 90s.
But her father is in jail, and she promises not to pardon him. How much will this weigh on voters' minds, do you think?
Well, it's a question. She has actually refused to say whether or not she will grant that pardon. And in the past, she has proposed that he's freed under humanitarian grounds. And this has very much divided the electorate in Peru, because even though you have that 20–30% of Peruvians who still support the Fujimori name and legacy, you have a large number of voters who also remember human rights abuses, a lot of corruption, and they definitely don't want someone that represents the same things to go back to presidency.
All right, well, how do you see this shaping up? We have Pablo Pedro Kuczynski and Veronica Mendoza, who looks like could be the favorite there. How do you see this shaping up?
Well, elections in Peru are historically very surprising and unpredictable. So to the extent that we can make projections, both of them have a chance of beating Keiko in a second round of elections. Kuczynski probably has a better chance because Veronica Mendoza is considered very left-wing, almost like a radical. She's been associated with Hugo Chavez in Venezuela, for example, and that scares the population in Peru who are very much pro-market. It's a very market-friendly country. So Veronica, just 3 months ago, she was very unknown to the voters. It's been a big surprise that she has come this far.
What are the big issues for them? Obviously, poverty, and what else?
Well, if you talk about issues, I think the inequality in Peru is very high. That's a concern. There has been a slowdown of the economy in the past 2 years. That's another concern. And criminality, which has rising rates in the country right now. However, this election hasn't really run on the issues. It has really run on a pro or anti-Fujimori vote that has completely dominated the campaigns. And the vote that we see today is pretty much a validation of that love of Fujimori that some parts of the electorate still have.
How is she like her father?
Well, for example, she is running on a very conservative platform, and at the same time, she promises lots of social programs, so it's populist and right-wing at the same time. That's exactly what her father represented in the past. And a very tight fist against criminality, just like her father beat the Shining Path terrorist group and others. She says that she will use the same type of policies to beat the criminality that's run amok in Peru recently.
All righty. Well, Andrea Murta, it's going to be exciting to see how this all shapes out. I'm sure we'll be speaking with you again. Thank you.
Always a pleasure.